Happy New Year, everyone, and welcome to the 2012 edition of Sunday Morning Manager. I'm Sev.
I'm Heffiewiggle. Hope you enjoyed the holidays.
And we're coming to you midweek just to catch up on everything that happened. And because it's the midway point of the regular season, and we're going to have ourselves a little show we like to call Fact or Faked.
That's right. Which teams are for real and which teams are not where they should be in the standings.
And by that same token, which teams are, well, doing better than they really should be. So let's get things started. Heffy, the St. Louis Blues.
Fake. This team is nowhere near where it should be in the standings. I mean, you've got them sitting second right now in the Western Conference. Who do they have on their team to put them there? Carly Koliakovo? Alex Steen? The point of it is that their goals for puts them maybe mid-playoff range. But right now, their goals against is one of the best in the league. They have Brian Elliott with a save percentage of .940. No way they should be where they are. Fake. All right, Sev, we'll keep going. Ottawa, fact or fake?
Fake. Much like the St. Louis Blues have got one of the best goals against average in the NHL, the Ottawa Senators have one of the worst. Only the Carolina Hurricanes have given up more goals this season. The Columbus Blue Jackets have given up fewer goals this year than the Ottawa Senators. Now, what Ottawa is doing is very similar to what Montreal had got away with for the last 3 or 4 seasons until it finally caught up with them. They're doing a couple of things really good, and it's masking the fact that they're doing everything else wrong. Ottawa has got over 65 goals scored in the third period. That's almost half of their offense. They're essentially playing like garbage for 40 minutes and then cranking it up in the last period and pulling off wins, sometimes quite literally in the last minute of a game. Goaltending-wise, have been awful. Absolutely terrible. They've given up 3 or more goals over 15 times. And the joke of it is, most of those have been wins. You cannot keep surrendering that many goals and then pulling the game out of the fire in the last few minutes of a game. Not a real team. Heffy, Minnesota Wild.
Fake. Look at this team. Who's on there? Danny Heatley's having a garbage year. Mikko Koivu, who? Basically the worst brother of Saku. The reason Minnie is where they are in the standings is because of Backstrom. He is having an amazing year in net for them, much like the St. Louis Blues. I can't put this team in playoff range by the season's end. Fake. All right, Sev. Let's keep going. Anaheim. Fact or fake?
Fact. I have no idea why Perry and Getzlaf have fallen off the rails, but the simple fact of the matter is there's no structure to that team anymore. It's just completely a shell of its former self. Teemu Selanne, he's still a great player, and I really don't have a problem with him being a leading scorer on a team, but the problem is there really isn't anything else around them. For God's sakes, they were auditioning Nicholas Hagman as a line mate for him. There is absolutely no depth or structure to that team anymore. They're right where they should be. All right, keep it on moving. The Tampa Bay Lightning.
Fake, but not for the reasons you're thinking. This team should be in the playoffs right now. You have Steven Stamkos, Martin St. Louis, Le Cavalier. Even though he wasn't as good as he was, he still should be, one of the upper tier of the NHL right now. But look at who's in their net. Rolison. Rolison is killing the Tampa Bay Lightning right now because he cannot keep a beach ball out. If they had someone other than Rolison, if they had, I don't know, even Jonas Gustafsson or, Mark Owuya in net, for God's sake, you could put them in the playoffs right now. Buffalo, fact or fake?
Fake for the same reasons the Tampa Bay Lightning are fake. I can't figure out what the heck is going on with this team. Yes, Thomas Vanek is injured, but they still have Ryan Miller. The last time I checked, Ryan Miller has been considered to be one of the top 3 goaltenders in the NHL for the last 5 years. What the heck is going on here? This is a team that went out and the new owner freed up more money so they could go out and trade for Robin Regehr. I wasn't wild about the Billy Leno signing just because I think they overpaid for the guy, but at least it added some more offense to the lineup. I have absolutely no clue what the heck is going on with the Buffalo Sabres. They seem to be completely incapable of staying engaged in a game, not just from period to period, but sometimes from shift to shift, and they completely collapse at the wrong times. This has been one of the better built, better coached teams in the National Hockey League for the last decade, and it's like they completely forgot how to play the system that they've stuck to so rigidly. All right, folks, that about wraps up another episode of Sunday Morning Manager, midweek edition. We've got a few things on the back burner for the upcoming weekend. All-Star voting, Ron Wilson's extension. We'll probably dive into all that. But we just thought we'd start off the new year just looking at teams and thinking who's for real and who isn't.
Thanks for watching. It's been an interesting season and should be an interesting end to it.
Yeah, until next time.